Ilya,
We'll be
why don't
back.
you take this section? I know you've been working a lot with Andre on this,
Yeah,
a lot of stuff. So take the lead, man. We got about 15, 20 minutes left.
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, we're supposed to have more, but we got less time now.
Yeah, Andre, sorry. So we kind of like took your time on today's call, but I know that your part is quite short, right? So we can skip probably like 1 or 2 slides and just go to the meat of the presentation. So why don't we just jump into your part presentation? We will be talking specifically about NFT marketplace, right? And the reason why you will be talking about this and showing our community how exactly they will be able to make money here, because I just want to remind that everybody, all the founders, except our promotional pack, right? So they have access to this category, which is called Scouting Platform and NFT Marketplace, right? So they will be able to make money, royalty after the deployment of the blockchain and after the launch of the NFT marketplace itself, right, Andre? So, and you, since you are like somebody called you Minister of Blockchain, so since you are representing blockchain part of blockchain sports ecosystem, right? So you working very closely with Dmitry on this part of technology, which is called NFT marketplace, right? So that's why we asked you to join this call, and I know you prepared some cool stuff, cool slides. So, Andre, why don't we jump into it immediately?
For sure. Well, first of all, Dr. Sanjar, thanks. That was so in depth. I think I just learned more about IP legals than I've ever known in my life, and that's going to come in handy in the future. But yeah, so guys, I'm to save us time. I'm going to just start sharing screens, and we'll just start going through it. Please shoot some questions back and forth, and we'll try to make this flow very, very nicely.
Right.
Well, Founders Pack, Limitless community. Thank you guys so much for actually joining today and always asking interesting questions about what's going on with the tech. So today is about the marketplace. The marketplace is launching alongside the mainnet, which comes out in September. That means September is going to be enormous month in terms of products rolling out. Now, whenever we talk about the NFT marketplace, this is like a confluence of 3 different components. You have the scouting services and the marketplace. And the marketplace is made up of a launchpad, and the marketplace is NFT marketplace is made up of the launchpad and the actual platform to trade athletes between one another. So just a quick 1-minute refresher about the girth or the size of what the scouting refers to. In order to digitize athletes, we need to have athletes. And that's what the scouting, whole side of the scouting is for identifying the best talent across the world. And the team at Blockchain Sports is world class. We have just a quick gloss over 16 cars, videographers, scouts, doctors, police officers, analysts, and just assistants to help distill down all the people that we're talking to. But how many athletes are we actually talking to when we're this talent? A lot. Right now, our goal is to talk to over 1 million footballers, and we've already spoken to and filtered through over 10,000 athletes. This is just to try to put some numbers around this. The scouting service, what basically happens once we get found some the most promising athletes, because this is a qualitative system. It has to make, we're not just taking anybody. We're taking the most promising players that have the potential to actually go into the major leagues in order to provide the most value. This is complex as it gets. So once we scout them, we start recording all their data, throwing it up on their services, and tokenizing these guys. And these the tokenizations themselves, these athletes we call them digital IDs. It's more appropriate than just NFTs. NFTs sometimes loses the essence. We are actually tokenizing the professional careers of these future superstars, if you will. Moving on from this, of course, when we tokenize them, we have to put them up onto the marketplace. And instead of me just showing you this still image of what the marketplace might look like, I figured it would only be fair, since you guys have been so patient with us, for us to actually show you how the marketplace is being built. So I'm going to stop sharing for 2 seconds, and I'm going to do a quick demo for you guys of the marketplace. Okay, let's do this, guys. So Certainly, this is going to get, of course, refined so much better than what it is right now. But in any case, the product is it's almost ready. It's almost ready. Maybe you want to play with it on testnet, which is coming very, very soon. I'm not going to give you guys a date, but just keep your eyes peeled. Be sure to constantly be Googling blockchain sports Atleta testnet. This is I'm pretty sure you'll find some interesting information out there. Anyway, so this is what the marketplace is going to be looking like. This is what the marketplace is going to be looking like. For here, you please bear with me. I apologize that the denominations here are in Matic, but ultimately this marketplace is going to be Atlas-centric with the ability to go multi-chain. We have a vision to bring this to every blockchain on the planet. Atleta being the core where they are issued. It's the where the prominence begins, the origination, if you will. So this is going to be an NFT leaderboard. The leaderboard is going to show who are the most commonly minted athletes or which athletes are traded the most, who has the most holders. It'll just be a dynamic feed of what's popular in the ecosystem. You'll be able to scroll down, see the collections. Oh, wait, this is the first athlete that's ever been tokenized? I wonder what's going on underneath the hood over here. Oh, you can click on it. It's going to drop you in. And this specifically is the minting portal. Once a new athlete gets scouted, added to the platform, boom, you can see him. Let's see. The price to mint is going to be Atla. Apologize for the Matic again. And it's going to be Atla priced. There's going to be a total supply. How many collectors are actually involved in each one of the single athletes, and the potential benefit. How many more are left for sale? How many been minted? So on and so forth. And all you guys would do is, in order to actually mint this, you would click the beautiful green connect button up there, or even you could just click here. And what's this? We're already compatible with Coinbase Wallet. My God. And then again, guys, this is honestly just the beginning. We are integrating every single wallet to make it as comfortable for the public as possible. So if anybody would click the wallet connect, it's being a bit slow with me. Come on. There you go. Literally, we already have a desktop wallet, Ethereum Ledger on stock. Connect any mobile wallet to it, and of course, you can drop in and specific niche wallet that you use. You'll be able to find it in the sections that we're going to provide. Now, whenever you drop, you're on the page of the actual athlete you're minting. You're going to be able to see the overview about what he is, the most fundamental analysis, height, the parameters relating to the person themselves. You'll be able to see how much potential benefit or share of the next contract the player transfer into next hands. You'll be able to see how much each fragment is going to be able to net you. You'll be able to, the collection is just going to be able to show you what kind of portfolio you can build of other athletes, maybe give you suggestions on what kind of athletes you might want to expand your portfolio with. If you already have superstars only, maybe you want to find somebody who's earlier stage. And the fan engagement, that's my personal thing, but that's because I'm a little bit of a nerd. That's where you're going to be able to actually communicate with the players themselves and maybe have like a little proposal button where it says, I want you to wear, I don't know, yellow socks in your next game. And you'd be able to suggest this to this. And then the community of token holders will see what's actually going on. Oops. Of course, you'll be able to scroll down, see when the last transactions were. You're going to be able to see what wallet is holding what. But this is all typical blockchain stuff. Everything is public. Everything should be viewable to everybody. And of course, you'll be able to see the statistics about the athletes. So how many matches they played, how long they played, everything that you could possibly wrap your head around is going to be left in here. Statistics from their previous games, and the heat maps are going to show you like another visualization to present this data more compactly. And I guess the last piece of this puzzle would be, how do we bring these players across chain? You would go into the bridge button right there. Right here, you would find whatever athlete that you're holding. Let's say you have Felipe. You would choose add the Atla network as the network you want to bridge him from. Literally choose how many NFTs you want to move. Press bridge, and that's it. And it would just, assuming your wallet's connected, you go interchain. But that's enough about the marketplace demo. Guys, keep your eyes peeled. This will all be coming live soon. Let's return back to the slides and give you guys some of the final information that you might be most interested in. So, where we left off, the marketplace. After I guess give you a quick, also 1 minute glance to understand how the product itself is going to be built. What I just showed you is going to be the first iteration of the marketplace, where we're tokenizing only blockchain sports native athletes, those 1 million that we're going to be siphoning through, distilling those that belong to us. Then we're going to mature the product a little bit to be able to white label this for partners, or other teams or sports organizations that want to tokenize their athletes. We're going to expand the service to everybody. And the ultimate version of this product is going to be opening to the general public, where we allow individual athletes from anywhere around the world to come to the tokenization platform and bootstrap their careers on their own. Now then, let's move to the final part of this presentation, because again, I value your guys' time and thank you for bearing with me as I go through this. Probably the most interesting for you guys is the cash flow streams. How does the Founders Packs actually benefit from this? 3 points: the minting of the athletes, the trading of the athletes, and the synthesis of the two, because in order to do the minting or the marketplace, there will be transaction fees. Now, and of course, disclaimer, guys, in order to do and to make any of this happen, the Atla coin will be required to participate. If you do not have Atla, you cannot be part of this ecosystem. So let's touch on the minting. Let's say an athlete costs us $10,000 in order to acquire him. It costs $15,000 to sustain them for 2 years in order to get him to ready for the next phase of their career. That means the sustenance costs $25,000. Let's say we're minting 1,000 NFTs in his honor. There will be $100 per NFT. We're collecting $100,000. This means whenever we take the $100,000 gathered for him, remove the $25K sustenance cost, we're left with a $75K premium. This premium, of course, belongs equally to the Founders Packs for being founding members of this whole project, and you would be entitled to half of that. Of course, please understand, some athletes will mint for $200, others for $50. This is just the most realistic model that we have, most realistic range that we anticipate athletes to be minted at. So this is the first structure. The second point is the marketplace. Whenever anybody trades their digital identities of their athletes on the marketplace, there will be a 2% transaction on every single trade. Of the 2% of every transaction, that means if you resell your athlete for $1,000, the marketplace would make 20. And again, this is a volume-based trade like any other exchange on the planet. And half of all the transaction fees, again, are split with the Founders Pack community. And the transaction fees is like I guess, again, I'm starting to use the word cherry a lot for some reason, but it's like a cherry that ties this all together, because in order to mint, in order to list an athlete on the marketplace, to submit a trade, to bid on them, you're going to have to pay the network gas fees, which just so happen to be Atla coins. And who processes the transactions that take place? That's right, the validators, which are, of course, owned by who? The Founders Pack. So it's all one beautiful ecosystem of cash flow, if you will. And I think that's about as succinct as I can get without starting to dive totally down the rabbit hole. Gentlemen, have I covered everything? Am I missing anything? Would you like any questions?
Yeah, go to that previous slide again. Go back to that previous slide.
Mm-hmm. Give me a second.
I just want to make sure that everyone understands the power.
This one?
Yes, this one for all of our members. So number one, guys, again, Andre quickly touched it, but every transaction, keep in mind, this NFT marketplace is global, right? Phase 1, phase 2, phase 3. And phase 1 begins with the blockchain sports athletes. Then it scales to the white label model. Then it goes to anyone can create themselves. Any athlete can NFT. In order for anyone in the public to participate in the NFT marketplace in any way, shape, or form, they have to buy the Atla coin. So the public, to engage in the platform, has to buy the Atla coin. They have to hold that coin. That coin can be used for their purchase. It can be used. It has to be used for their gas fees, their energy fees on the blockchain. They have to buy the Atla coin. Where do they buy the Atla coin? They have to buy the Atla coin in the open market, which means who holds the Atla coin in the open market? We do, the founding members. And so this is going to raise the value of the Atlas coin. It's going to be one of the many ways that a demand for the Atlas coin takes place in the open market, and it's going to drive the Atlas coin. Number two, every single one of the transactions that happen in the marketplace happen on the Atlas blockchain, which means all of the node owners, everyone who is a Founders Pack member, is earning those transaction fees, the bridge fees, the transaction fees, everything that's happening through the Atlas blockchain. Those transaction fees are being earned by you as a founder of this project. Number three, the actual real life business. As the NFTs are sold, the cost of that player is covered. The additional amounts is considered profits. 50% of that goes back to the community. How are we able to do that? How is Blockchain Sports able to do that? Because guys, we're acquiring these players at a wholesale price. That's part of the Founders Pack contribution. And when they make their first entry to the market, it's still a discounted price to their valuation. For the NFT buyers that are buying these player NFTs, they're getting it at a discounted price of the future valuation, but it's an increased price from the wholesale that we were able to acquire that player to begin with. That is profits, USDT profits, shared back with the community. And then lastly, guys, every single NFT purchase and NFT sale has a built-in 2% transaction fee that also goes back to the community. So guys, every single Founders Pack from the $500 Founders Pack on gets to participate in this part of the ecosystem. And this is just one of so many things that are being rolled out. But guys, I wanted to make sure that you really understand the value of owning the nodes, being a founding member, and being able to participate in the scouting and the NFT marketplace. So Edward, Ilya, this is fantastic. This is just the beginning foundation of all of the other elements within blockchain sports. It's huge.
Exactly. It's just the first Founders Pack, which is 550 USDT as of now, right? So starting from May, it will be 600 USDT. And also, Jeremy, what is important to understand, right? So people, obviously, they want to know when they will start making those royalties, right? Because for some projects, like for XR, for example, it will be like 1 year delay, right? Because it's under development. It will take some time before cash flow, right? So, Andrei, what you just said, so the cash flow from this project, right, from NFT Marketplace and from scouting platform, we can expect in September, right, after the deployment of the blockchain. That's a target of the business, right? And since it's digital,
as soon as mainnet's live and the marketplace is opened up, it's just a matter of running some interest to it. That's all it is.
Exactly. And because it is digital, right? So it's also very important. There will be it's not going to be quarterly payouts because it's not in real life business, right? It's digital part of the business, right? So the payouts of those royalties will be instant, right? It will be happening like automatically through smart contracts. So we can expect this revenue in September already, right? We're talking like 4 months from now, 4 or 5 months. Which is powerful.
And of course, phase one will be smaller than phase two, right? Phase one is the blockchain sports athletes, but phase two, it scales to other clubs and other organizations and their athletes. And so we'll see a start, and then we'll see it get bigger in phase two. And then ultimately, phase three is a completely decentralized model where athletes can come in from around the world and NFT themselves, so to speak, right? And that really takes the lid off of this entire model. And at that point, it really transcends not just the football industry, but at that point, can really take on a life of its own and move into many, many different industries. So, to set proper expectations, right? Phase one is the blockchain sports athletes. And that's really a test phase. That's really, let's make sure the platform's working. Let's start at a smaller level before we scale. And then we scale to the white label model, and then we scale to a fully decentralized model. So guys, an incredible roadmap here just around the NFT marketplace alone.